And sticking with the State House right now, could lawmakers redraw congressional lines again? Following a nationwide trend, some are calling on South Carolina to redraw its lines to turn Representative Jim Clyburn's seat in the House over to Republicans in the next election. Right now, though, News 19's Josie Frost joining us to explain how that could affect your vote.
Lawmakers typically redraw the state's congressional lines every 10 years after a census. But some states across the country are moving to take up their own redistricting. For South Carolina, that could be here in the 6th Congressional District, which runs from Charleston all the way to here in Columbia. Now, it's been held by Jim Clyburn since 1992, and it's the only firmly Democratic seat in the U.S. House. While some at the federal level say that seat needs to be redrawn to make it more competitive, state lawmakers say they aren't considering it. In politics, the lines on a map can decide who wins an election. While lawmakers typically redraw lines after a census, there's no rules preventing them from redistricting at any time. States like Texas and California are pushing to change their maps mid-decade in order to flip seats in Congress ahead of the midterm elections. But it's fairly unprecedented, according to Chase Meyer, a political science professor at the University of South Carolina.
This right here is we're seeing politicians pushing it blatantly just to help their party out. It has happened before, but it is incredibly rare, and there's only ever just been 1 or 2 states at a time. The fact that we're talking about possibly 10 states doing mid-decade redistricting, this truly is unprecedented.
In South Carolina, that could mean breaking up Democratic Congressman Jim Clyburn's 6th district, a majority black district. Senate Majority Leader Shane Massey says lawmakers aren't considering redrawing it, which could violate the Voting Rights Act.
But I haven't heard anyone express any interest. I think we're in a different position than Texas too. I mean, if we would clearly get sued because of it, and I think it would arguably be a violation of Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act.
South Carolina is already facing a lawsuit over the 2020 congressional maps.
So why in the world would we redistrict when we still have a lawsuit pending and we're not exactly sure how that one's going to end up? But I think we're comfortable that 6 out of 7 does reflect a pretty strong supermajority in South Carolina, and we've got some competitive seats that are out there and feel like we're in a good spot.
Now, lawmakers don't return to the State House until January. So if any discussions on district maps were to take place, it would have to wait until then, unless they're called back for a special session like in Texas. In the studio, Josie Frost, News 19, WLTX.